Before this video starts, obviously I'm editing this after we found out about the tragic news about Kobe Bryant. I have decided to not make a video about it and to not really go into full depth about it, just in respect for their family, because obviously they're grieving right now, and just out of respect for them. May Kobe Bryant rest in peace, and his daughter and everyone whose lives were lost on the helicopter. May they all rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers are to all their families. Sleep tight, all of you. Thank you, Kobe, for being an inspiration to me and many others. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mavro Productions here, and as you guys know, over the week I asked you guys to send in your questions, so I picked the best questions, and we're going to answer them. So the first question is from B Pop. She asked me, what's your second option if you don't become a journalist? I don't really have a second option. Everything is at the top at the moment while I study, and once I study more, I will hopefully see what options are better for me in the long run. For now, every option, if a journalism media work, is number one right now. Thank you for your question. The next question is from Rhys Dakin. Shout out to my man Rhys from all the society and culture little things that we had going. He said, thoughts on the World War III situations. Obviously the media are trying to push this agenda that there's going to be a World War III, when in fact there won't be. My thoughts are that the memes are getting a bit of excessive. Every time I look at the memes, it's just stupid. They're like, oh, you know, the feminists. Every time I say it, it just gets a bit stupid for me. I don't think we will go into a world war. I think a lot of, since Trump's impeachment ceremony is coming up, I feel like the media is trying to use that to push the agenda to get him out of office, because they don't like that he's in power and doing so much in terms of the American economy and the homelessness rate and the unemployment rate, and they don't like that, so they're trying to push any agenda that they can to get rid of him. And that's my thought on the World War III situations. I think that the memes are just getting a bit excessive, and people don't actually know the full length of the story. I don't even know the full length of the story. That's why I don't really get into it as much. Next question is from Marcus Apostolakis. Shout out to Marcus Apostolakis. Love that kid. He asked, how are you? I'm going great, thanks. I hope you're going well. Just busy making videos, doing podcasts, and preparing for uni. Hope everything's well with you. The next question is from Raystar, who says 8 times 7, which is 56. Kaylin Highland, who says, can I be on your podcast? We've discussed this before, and I said I'm happy to have you on. Obviously, it just depends when and whenever you're free. So yeah, if you want to jump on, you can. I always like having guests on. It makes the podcast more interesting. Next question is from Kainak03, who said, how do you think Zion went? In pre-season, he was mad. He was killing it, and he was going to be Rookie of the Year. I actually saw a meme. It was the Office, when Steve Carell goes, no, and it's Ja Morant, and then Zion walks in, and it's like, when Zion's already in Rookie of the Year after contention after playing one game, and then it's him going, no. I mean, for what he did in this short amount of time was actually really good. For me, I don't feel like he'll get Rookie of the Year, but I feel like he did play well, and he didn't prove the critics. He showed the critics what his big hype was. He was probably the biggest hyped high school player that we've ever seen, and he's showing that. You know, he was killing it. He's actually scored more threes in his career than Ben Simmons has already. So obviously, he has a bright future and a great talent to have on the squads for the Pelicans. Anthony asked me my favorite Liverpool player. For those that don't know, I don't really have one, because every time I have a Liverpool player, they leave. I have a favorite player, they leave. Torres used to be my favorite, he left. Suarez used to be my favorite, he left. Pogba used to be my favorite, he left. Coutinho used to be my favorite, he left. I like Wijnaldum though. If I was to have a favorite player, it would be Gini Wijnaldum, just because the work he does offensively and defensively is awesome, and the way that he operates as a midfielder is really great. He pops up to score goals when we need to score goals, like in late game situations against Barca. When he needs to pop up, he will pop up. And to me, he's just a big core of the Liverpool team that many people don't really see. So yeah, that's my opinions on my favourite Liverpool player for you. And the last question is from Christoforu, who asked me, what was your greatest moments in high school? This one I've actually had to think about a lot. My greatest moments in high school were the World Cup's football games. Those were sick. We used to go on the back oval and we used to play World Cup. Basically, if you scored, you're in. If you didn't, you're out. So many games we would have it going for the whole of lunch, and kids would have to wait the whole of lunch to actually get back in. I remember I used to get so competitive. I used to score so many. I scored one goal that I will never forget. I went in with my left foot and it curled it, hit the post, went in. It was a great finish. That was one of my greatest moments. Multicultural Day was also great, where I used to teach the kids how to do the Zorba dance and making lukumadas. And the not last year, the year before, 2018's one, where we did like we had stores, we made souvlakia, and we're just getting the Greek spirit onto everyone. That was probably one of my favorite moments as well. And one of my greatest moments were meeting the boys Dylan, Ash, and Marcus, because now we've gone on to make memories that we will honestly cherish forever. And the handball games were fun as well. But one of the greatest moments as well, there was where we used to watch I used to watch the Raptors during my free periods, because in year 11 my free periods were all over the shop. Not as bad as what I got in year 12, but basically I was having free periods all over the shop. And so like I would have a period 1, and then I would 2 and 3 off, and then 4, 5, 6. So I would watch the Raptors from 2 and 3. I would do work obviously, but I would just watch my Raptors as well. And another great moment in high school was just everyone coming around and saying hi to me and just being so supportive of me was probably one of the greatest moments as well. And when I passed it to the person that got the assist for us to win the game in football. And yeah, this has been Mavro Productions. Thank you all for watching this video. If you want me to do another Q&A, make sure to leave a like, and don't forget to
subscribe to Mavro Productions.